The countdown is on to Derby 150, and it all kicked off tonight with opening night at Churchill Downs. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Connie Leonard in for Alex tonight. Well, we start tonight off with one of the most important events for the trainers and their Derby contenders, the post position draw. WHAS 11's Mason Horodisky is joining us now to tell us where the horses will start the race. Mason?
That's right, Connie. We are just 7 short days away from the 150th year of the fastest 2 minutes. We are in for a historic-filled week, and it's one that got going tonight with the 150th post draw. So without further ado, let's get right into it with our first 4, starting off with Louisville native Danny Gargan's Dornoch on the rail at 1. Then Sierra Leone, great draw for him, 3-to-1 odds for Chad Brown, and a strong work performance this morning. After them, Mystic Dan and Catching Freedom. 5 through 8, we have Catalytic in the winningest post in Derby history, 10 past winners at number 5. Just a touch in the 8 spot, that's the same one as last year's winner, Mage. 9 through 12, we have back-to-back Japanese horses at 10 and 11, T.O. Password and Forever Young. Then Track Phantom at 12, Steve Asmussen seeking his first ever Derby victory. A lot of big odds, 13 through 16. West Saratoga, 50-1. Endlessly and Domestic Product, both 30-1. And Grand Mo, the first, who entered the field after Deterministic was scratched, gets 50-1 odds as well. It ends with a very interesting 4. 17, the favorite, Todd Pletcher's Fierceness. In all of the 149 years leading up to next week, no horse has ever won from the 17 post. Fierceness has a chance to make some history. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Kentucky Derby posts. But we can't talk Derby weekend if we don't talk Oaks as well. Let's rattle off the Friday fillies. Tappet Janali all the way on the inside, followed by Gin Gin, Where's My Ring, Regulatory Risk. 5 through 8 are Torpedo Anna, Dwayne Lucas's Lemon Muffin, Fiona's Magic, and favorite Tarifa. 9 through 12, Everland, Into Champagne, Chad Brown's Ways and Means with 5-to-1 chances there, and Power Squeeze. Rounding out the field, Just FYI and Leslie's Rose. There you have it, your 2024 post draws. Now back to the Derby. The favorites may have their work cut out for them, but as Kent Spencer tells us, the plan for them remains the same. Win.
When you talk about the 2 favorites heading into Derby 150, Fierceness and Sierra Leone, they wanted to avoid 3 dreaded post positions. The 1, the 20, and the 17. The gate that no horse has ever won out of in the Kentucky Derby. Check, check, and for Fierceness, unfortunately, he drew the dreaded 17. I would imagine the fact that nobody's ever won from the 17, even though you like it, you love it.
No, I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, love it. You know, love it. You know, it means it's due. You know, and you gotta have put it. So, you know, I'd rather have been the least winning post than the most winning post. It's great, great.
Does it still allow you to do what you guys want to do as far as strategy?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, we want to break cleanly, come out running. And, you know, it's going to be up to Johnny to make the decision how fast they're going, and so he can survey it from there.
Number 2, Sierra Leone.
What did you think of the 2 for Sierra Leone?
Yeah, it's a touch further inside than I would have wanted, but I didn't want to be way on the outside. For a closer like this, that can lead to a really wide trip, and I don't really want that for this horse. My goal is for the horse to save ground to that first turn, and the easiest way to do it is on the inside.
Number 4.
4 is Catching Freedom.
With Catching Freedom, does this give you some options?
Nah, look, I think he's going to be in the second half of the field. Flavian's, you know, obviously a very patient rider. The horse makes you patient. He doesn't have a lot of early speed. The other 2 have a little more speed, Encino and Just a Touch.
Now that the field is set, there's one other factor that nobody can predict. These horses have never run in a 20-horse field and probably will never do it again. All bets are off the moment those gates open. Reporting at Churchill Downs, Ken Spencer, WHAS 11 News.
All right, so after the poll, does it change what you were thinking?
I mean, it's going to change what I'm thinking every time I wake up leading up to these next 7 days. If I'm going to go with recency bias, though, Sierra Leone looked incredible in his work today. If you want to go with a little bit less of a chalky pick, more of a upset, look who was running duos with him today. Domestic product keeping pace. I think he could be in the mix for something as well, but you heard it there from Ken. All bets are off,
Of
especially
course.
in a
It's
race
Derby.
like this. You can't
Okay.
wait.
Thanks so much, Mason.